Really, Monday night's defeat at Nottingham Forest did for them, but a win today would at least bring some positivity to the group and to these long-suffering fans. Quarter of the way through the game here on BBC Radio Solent. That's the voice of Joe Tesson, former Saints and Norway forward, and now Armstrong has stretched in behind and he crosses from the left, but he's crossed straight into the arms of Bernd Leno. And the former Arsenal man says thank you very much. Did all the hard work there. Good acceleration from Armstrong coming off that left wing, but then when he needed to pick out a white shirt, picked out the bright blue one. Fulham taking a long time overtaking a free kick on the right here, midway in the Saints half, and they're trying to run something clever. Then they've crossed it, then the header goes down. Fulham want a handball. It was actually Carlos Vinicius again that got in there. He might have been appealing for that to distract from the fact that he missed what he shouldn't have missed, which was a good header. Alcaraz does actually shut me up by making an effective press, and then the poor ball from Walcott, who hasn't done anything in this first half for me, Joe. Theo Walcott's had a very quiet half, I think. I'd like to see Sulemana on there, Joe.
Yeah, but
in the second half, he's the future.
You put Walcott in a very difficult position, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he's having to help Walker-Peters too much, but let's have a look. Down this right-hand side, Wilson's decided to drive on Maitland-Niles. He's beaten him, pulls it back to Reed. Cross the field to Willian. Volley! Headed off the line by Lianco and cleared out for a throw by Stuart Armstrong. Willian denied by Lianco. Excellent defending. That's as close as either side have come in the first 45 minutes.
And what a save that is by Lianco, because the ball ends up in the back post with Willian, who has a good first shot, and the finish is unbelievable. He would have gone top corner, but Lianco gets back and heads it out there, Adam. And what a good save that is. Defending, that's defending, high-class defending by Lianco.
And then Walcott makes a good tackle on the far side. Saints playing from right to left in this second half as we look down from the northern end to the chapel end away to my left, and they've won a throw midway inside their own half. But certainly when they got the ball then and tried to play it forward, there were 4 players all high up the pitch, Joe, in a line like a 4-2-4 suddenly.
Yeah, but Walcott is still defending down.
Well, that's a good ball to James Ward-Prowse. Lovely pass from Walcott, and then he's fed through to Alcaraz. Flag stayed down. Alcaraz, another finish. Then the flag goes up, and that was looked offside. It's set to be offside. He's put it in the net though, Carlos Alcaraz.
I think it looked like offside. He made his run first, held it back a little bit.
Yeah, and he finishes well when he gets in those positions, Joe. He just finishes. Right, ball with Vinicius just over halfway, laid it off to Kearney, and then that ball in behind. I'm about to hand to Dorset for the Cherries game, but suddenly they're coming forward. Shot comes in, square, 1-0 Fulham. Vinicius scores his 3rd goal in 4 games, and Saints are behind on the counter-attack. Fulham have stung Saints, and as soon as they get more ambitious at the start of the second half, they've been done, and Fulham are 1 up, and Saints are getting relegated.
Yeah, and that pass or Lianco clearance goes into Harry Reid's feet and lands very handy.
They were rather lucky, wasn't they? Because Reid
lucky,
but
it's too much space, and he started with that ball out to Harry Wilson on the right-hand side, Adam.
Here comes Walker-Peters. He's trying to charge down the right again. Should have been put through by Walcott. Skipped past half a challenge from Willian. Crosses from the right towards Paul Onuachu, who heads over 6-7 yards out. He rose well, and Tosin did just enough to put him off and stop him getting his head over the ball, and it's a goal kick. But there's a cross. They play a 6'7" striker.
Yeah.
53 minutes, we get a cross.
Well, he can take off anyone he likes, Adam. It is the performance individually hasn't been very good, Adam. So he can take on whoever he likes.
Well, I'm thinking, looking at the 2 players coming on, Alianusi and Janapo, who is it going to be? It's probably got to be Alcaraz and Armstrong. Now, here come Fulham again down the right. Harry Wilson onto his right foot, jinks it into the 6-yard area. Low header, 2-0. And Fulham have finished this one as a contest. And Alexander Mitrovic has marked his comeback from an 8-match suspension with a goal less than 10 minutes since coming off the bench. And Fulham have doubled their lead. Mitrovic has his 12th of the season on his return, and Southampton are heading back to the Championship.
Maybe, but we need to change the football for him as well. If you're going to play to his strength, you need to have a different system, different way of playing, more attacking wise, more running forward.
Saints have won it back off Fulham, and then a low shot comes in from Sulemana, and that's as good as it's been in the whole of the second half from Southampton, really, since Alcaraz's offside goal in the 47th minute. It did get a slight deflection as well. So that came out of nowhere. Fulham gave it away midway inside their own half, which they haven't done very often this afternoon. And Suleiman had a shot on the turn, and he made Leno dive to his right. Got a deflection off someone. Decordova-Reid still finds Solomon. He might have one more dart before the whistle goes. Up against Bednarek. He's got Mitrovic ahead of him. He keeps going himself. And McCarthy makes the save, and the ball balloons away, and the referee puts the whistle to his mouth, and that is it. Southampton are relegated. The boos tell you all you need to know. Fulham celebrate. Southampton commiserate. It's a 24th record defeat in a Premier League season for Southampton. It's their 12th home defeat of a Premier League season. They've scored less than half the goals they've conceded through the campaign. In a year they've had 3 different managers. And the upshot of all that is that after 11 years, Southampton drop out of the world's richest football league and they drop into the Championship.